Welcome to Lesson 8 of mySci Unit 23, Our Place in the Universe. In Lesson 8, students will answer the question, how can we analyze and interpret data to write an opinion piece about where we want to spend our next birthday? Students will analyze and interpret data about sunrise and sunset times, temperature, and weather to communicate in writing an opinion piece to describe where they want to spend their next birthday and why. In the engaged portion of this lesson, students will review the major concepts from the unit, including how Earth's rotation causes patterns of day and night, and how Earth's revolution around the sun and tilt on its axis causes the seasons. Additionally, students will recap how these processes also cause patterns we observe at night, including moon phases and the apparent motion of stars. Then, students will consider the following question. If you could go anywhere on Earth for your birthday this year, where would you go? Students should be given time to brainstorm and share their initial ideas. In the Explore portion of this lesson, students will discuss how their birthday would look if they were able to celebrate in their chosen location. Students will be introduced to the Design Challenge task. They will write an opinion piece about where it would be best to celebrate their birthday, and they must support their opinion with facts and details. You may allow students to choose their location, or you can provide students with a list of particular locations to choose from. A few examples are listed on the screen. Students will use a number of resources to answer questions related to their location in their student journal. For example, students can use sunrisesunsetmap.com and browse their location. This website allows students to determine when the sun and moon will rise and set on a particular day. Students can also use the sunrise and sunset calculator. Using this resource, students can observe graphs depicting rise and set times for the sun and day length. Students can also observe the moon phases on a particular day. At this point, they will be gathering information, but will not yet write their opinion piece. In the Explain portion of this lesson, students will develop and use models to explain differences between the sunrise and sunset times, moonrise and moonset times, length of day and temperature in St. Louis, and the location where they would like to have their birthday. Students will use a globe and a flashlight to model the rotation of Earth on its axis that causes day and night. They will also model how the Earth's tilt and the Earth's revolution around the sun causes the seasons. In the Elaborate portion of this lesson, students will determine if they think it would be better to celebrate their birthday in St. Louis or in the city they researched. They will construct their opinion using facts they have gathered during the lesson. Before allowing students to begin, review the rubric with them so they are aware of the criteria their opinion piece needs to meet. Then allow students time to complete their opinion piece. In the Evaluate portion of this lesson, students should find a partner who has a birthday in a different season but that is in a similar location on Earth, or a partner that has a birthday in the same season but in a different location on Earth. The students should share their opinion pieces with one another, identifying any similarities or differences. Based on these conversations, students will record their responses in the final evaluate of the student journal. To close out the unit, revisit the phenomena introduced in Lesson 1. In Lesson 1, students observed daylight hours in summer and winter in Finland. Students will discuss how their birthday would look different in Finland and St. Louis during the summer and winter. Students will also explain how the Earth-Sun system explains this phenomenon. By the end of this lesson, students will have created graphs from data to compare hours of daylight and temperature at two different locations on Earth, written an opinion piece about why their birthday would be more enjoyable at a location of their choice, supporting their point of view with reasons and information, and constructed an explanation based on Earth's motion in the universe for the patterns observed on Earth.